Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a 2012 Hyundai Elantra. What liter is this? 1.8 liter. Customer complained there's a check engine light and the vehicle is stalling. So I scanned for codes. I got a history for a P0335. It's a crankshaft position sensor signal or circuit. So with these older cars, they're pretty common, especially the Elantras. To have a failure in the crank sensor. Even right now, during my preliminary checks, I cannot duplicate the issue, so I just recommend as a precautionary to replace the crank sensor. So here's our part number. It's pretty common, especially when the vehicle gets older, right? So this is a 2012. So that's at least 17 years. Is it? I'm not sure. Yeah, something like that. Is it 17 years? Or 13? I think 13. Let me check my math. Yeah, it's 13. So we're gonna doing a replacement of crank sensor. I'm gonna show you the process and how I do it, and yeah, we'll check it after. Okay, so we're gonna remove this snorkel here for air intake, because we're gonna squeeze our hand because it's too tight. Unless you have a thinner arms, you don't have to remove this. You can just squeeze your arm there in between the intake manifold and the radiator fan. But let's remove this. Just be careful, because as you see that I already broke one pin. This is very brittle as the age of the vehicle gets older. And then you just pull it up. And I think you can squeeze your hand there or here. Right, so our crank sensor is what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the connector first, because we're gonna remove our sensor at the bottom. So on this side here, that's our crank sensor connector. So we're gonna remove that first. There you go. And then that's attached to the bracket. So I use a right angle pick here, so I'm just gonna squeeze it on where the hole is and pull. Right there you go. That's nice and easy. And then we're gonna remove it from the bracket too, because the harness in there, that's still connected. Okay, now we're gonna lift this vehicle up, and then you can start to remove our crank sensor. Okay, so we're underneath the vehicle right now. Here's our crank sensor. So that's holding only a 10mm bolt, and here's our harness that I was talking about. So we need to remove that. Same thing, use your right angle pick to push in the tabs. So I'm gonna do that first. Okay, just be careful with your eyes. Okay, so now the harness is out. So we're just gonna use our 10mm socket, and we can remove that. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you have to use a flat screwdriver or pliers just to wiggle the sensor itself. Because that rubber gasket is stuck in there. So I'm just gonna push it in and play around with this like that. Move it around until, oh my god. There we go. Okay, so our sensor is out. Now, the new one, sometimes it's kind of hard to go in there. Make sure the surface, the hole, especially where the gasket sits, that's clean, and you know, so that when you install the new one, it goes in nicely, right? Or you can also lubricate the new sensor with the in the O-ring, so it goes in nicely there. Okay, when you install your sensor, make sure that it's flush, right? Like it's all the way in, because if not, your sensor can't pick up, because it's relying on the air gap between the reluctor ring and the sensor. So make sure, if you heard a click, that means it went in nicely, right? And it's flush to the engine block. Because if it's out a little bit, even though you tighten your bolt, it's because of the gasket that's not going in nicely, you're gonna have, you know, certain distance of the air gap. So maybe you can have an issue with intermittent no start, something like that, or the crank sensor signal is not nice enough that the computer is reading it, right? So anyway, I'm just tightening this 10mm bolt. Okay, that's good. And then we're just gonna route this harness here. Okay, that clicks. Okay, that clip is in. So now we're gonna lower the vehicle now, install our connector to the bracket, and then let's scan for codes and let's try to start this up. Okay, so let's grab our crank sensor here. We just have to put in the bracket. So. Okay, that's in. Put your connector back. Okay, so that's done. We install our new crank sensor. Now we're gonna go inside the vehicle and scan for codes and clear that code if it's still there, because I didn't clear that last time when I diagnosed this or check it. And then we can do a first startup. Okay, so we're gonna scan it. Just gonna go to the engine side. Usually too, if you have a issue with the RPM, will just stay at 0, right? yeah, that's a crank sensor issue. So we got the code here, history. So P0335 position sensor A circuit. So I'm just gonna clear that. Okay, it's done. And let's do a first start time. Make sure the car starts. Okay, that's good. Let's do a couple. And last one. Okay, that's good. So there you go, guys. That's a quick replacement of the crank sensor on this Elantra. So from 2011 until 2016, they're the same setup. And if it's older, when you get that code, yeah, just do the sensor. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know what you guys think. And thanks again for watching. See you next time.